I think students are joining, and you can start. You can proceed with the session, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much.
Okay.
So, good morning to all of you. As you all know that in this webinar, we will discuss that how you can access virtual lab. What is virtual lab? I think most of you know about the concept of virtual lab because we done workshop in your college through internet, a webinar in April also. So I will just give you a brief introduction about virtual lab and then we will proceed to our experimentation part. So give me a second. I will share my screen to you. So as you all know that virtual lab is a project initiated by MHRD in 2009. The MHRD becomes Ministry of Education right now. So virtual lab is a project initiated by our ministry under a mission entitled National Mission on Education through Information and Communication Technology. Under this, we developed so many projects and so many methods due to which we are able to enhance the learning process of our student with the help of internet. So under this mission, we will try to give an environment to our user in which the user can freely operate the instrument and able to perform the practicals 24 into 7 without any time foundation or limitation. So keep that in mind. MHRD developed a portal named Sakshat. I request you all that you just noted down the portal name. So in future, you can get benefited from all the projects which comes from the side of department from MHRD. So here you can see a portal Sakshat. This is the main portal of our mission, and on this portal you will find all the necessary information regarding your curriculum, regarding your practical theory, everything on a single click and free of cost 24 into 7. Here you can see that there are so many flags and there are so many options in which you will find some projects like NMEICT mission documents. What is the mission? Phase 1, phase 2, the description of all the information related to that particular mission. Then school, what the student from school will learn from our website. You will see there are so many links, Swam, Prabha, spoken tutorial and all. So you will get all the data and all the learning material free of cost 24 into 7. So as you know that in a situation like COVID-19 lockdown, the students are not able to go to their colleges and access the laboratory. So we will try to provide virtual labs in which a user can able to perform the experiment online without going to without accessing to the real hardware and get the knowledge what he required from that particular experiment. So here you can see that our government of India will come with so many projects like NPTEL spoken tutorial. Here you can see the link of spoken tutorial. On spoken tutorial, you will get all the learning material free of cost, which is related to our open source software, and you will get certified from our end. So each and every open source software which is available nowadays in market, you can get a free training of those open source software and benefit and get benefited from this website. The next one is Swam. Here you can see you can get free online education through internet, and there are lots of other links like National Digital Library of India. Here you can get all the ebooks related to your curriculum free of cost, and you can download all the material, all the data 24 into 7. Without going to library, you will access all the books through internet. So we will provide a complete learning management system to our students. So a student can access all the data related to their field, related to their branch, and get benefited and become self-dependent. So today's session, we will only focus on virtual labs. In virtual labs, how you can access these labs and how you can perform these experiments from your end. So first of all, to perform these experiments, you require a laptop or a PC or a mobile phone with an internet connection. And when you open your browser, any browser like Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, or anyone, you just type the URL www.vlab.co.in in your URL or search box. Then you click or type www.vlab.co.in. You will get this page. Here you can see the information related to our virtual labs is uploaded on our single page. Here you can see the objective, the philosophy, and the features of our virtual lab. And here you can see all the necessary information regarding this. Our website is divided into three parts. First, you will see the broad areas. So these are the areas in which till now we developed so many virtual labs, and we are trying to cover up all the other branches and the areas which are not involved in this list till now. And you will also see the participating institute. Here you can see that there are so many IITs and so many NITs and some other private colleges is a part of our mission and working day and night to fulfill or to achieve our goal. At the end, you will see the VLab Dev tab and VLab Outreach tab. In VLab Dev tab, you will get all the labs developed by our nodal coordinators with the help of nodal coordinators, students, nodal center students. And these labs are only developed by our nodal coordinators, and there are other so many links you will find here. So as I know that you all are from civil engineering branch, so I will describe you and give you a detailed introduction that how you will access the civil engineering experiment. But on virtual lab, you are free to perform any type of instrument from any type of experiment from any branch instead of your own branch only. So a student from computer science branch can also access our civil experiment, or a civil student can access our computer science experiments. So if you are coming from a civil background and you want to perform an experiment on civil engineering, you just click on the civil engineering link and you will get all the labs related to your civil engineering branch. Here you can see there are so many labs like structure dynamics, hydraulics, fluid mechanics, basic engineering, soil mechanics, basic structure lab, transportation engineering lab, environment lab. There are so many links and there are so many labs which comes under civil engineering. So in today's session, I will describe you surveying lab. So first of all, you just type the URL www.vrlab.co.in. Then you just click on the broad areas, civil engineering, and you will get the list of the labs which comes under civil engineering. And at the end, you will find surveying lab, which is developed by IIT Roorkee. So you just click on the surveying lab and you will find this page on your screen. So here you can see that we will try to provide each and every information to our user. So a user not required to download or to go some other website to perform this experiment. So here you can see we provide introduction, list of experiment, target audience, courses, in which course these labs are performed, feedback, software use, everything is available on a single page. Now when we click on the list of experiment, you will find there are 12 experiments which come under surveying labs. Here you can see study of various parts of auto level, carry out fly leveling, profile leveling using auto level. Then we will have some experiment on plane table, radiation method, intersection method, contouring, that what is contour, study of GPS and accessories, and then how you can use GPS in real world in field to get the survey of a particular field. So all these experiments are developed in a 3D environment in which a 3D environment is available to our user, in which we give our user a simulator which act just like your real one and give you the reading. So you get an idea that how a instrument is work and give you the readings. So to perform these experiments, you just click on the experiment which you want to perform. Suppose I want to perform the contouring experiment. So we just require to click on carry out contouring in field. When you click on that, you will find that there are so many links available to you. We have theory, we have objectives, we have equipment use, then we have a link of experiment, then how you can use these experiments procedure, then quiz for self-evaluation and do's and don'ts. So when you click on theory, you will get a video lecture uploaded and prepared by our IIT professor, that how and what is the theory of contour, what is contour. You will get a video lecture here. Then when you click on objective, you will find the objective of that particular experiment. See, you can see here that to draw the contour lines of a land surface to represent the topography of the terrain. So in this experiment, you will make contour lines and topography of a terrain. So here you can see the objective. Then we have equipment use, that what type of equipment you will go to, you are going to use in this experiment. And then when we click on the experiment, you will get two links. Suppose you have a good internet connection, so you just click on the first one, go to the lab on carrying out contouring in the field. So when you click on the first one, the experiment will play on your screen on a real-time basis. But when you click on the download executable file, a executable file is downloaded onto your system. So you once download this file, you have not required to download this again and again, and you are not required to get an internet connection to perform this experiment. So I will suggest you that you always download these executable files into your computer and perform the experiment. So once your download is completed, you will find that here at the bottom of my screen, a contour.exe file is downloaded. So when we open it into our system, here you can see that I already downloaded this file and these exes is already saved into my system. So when you just click on that exe, first you have to extract the file because it is a .rr file. Just a second, I am just share my another screen. Here you can see the downloadable file, which is already downloaded in my system. And after extracting the file, you will get a exe. Here you can see that there is a 3D environment. So what I'm trying to say that in these virtual labs, we will try to provide each and every required data to performing the experiment. And here you can see that before going to perform the experiment, we will give a brief and detailed introduction that how a user can draw the contour lines. But before that, we will try to give our user a detailed introduction that what is contour. So as you all know, I hope that you know that contour is the outer periphery of a ground. It means the contour lines are the lines which have the same elevation. When we join the points of same elevation, we will get the contour lines. So here you can see the objective and the start experiment. When I click on start experiment, you will find a hillock model. If students are not able to understand this, I am 100% sure that the faculty members have the idea that what is hillock model. If a faculty use this 3D model for the teaching purpose of their student, then the students will understand the basic and get the idea that what is contour lines. So here you can see a 3D model. You can rotate with the help of mouse only, and you can see the contour lines. And to visualize and to give a detailed introduction, here we provide two buttons, show layer or hide layer. When I click on the hide layer, you will find a plane surface, and the outer periphery of that surface is a contour of 700 meter. So when I click on hide layer, I will get the different elevation and getting the different contour lines. with a plain area, and at the last you will get a plain land having the contour and have the elevation of 100 meter. So a student can understand that what is contour line. It means the outer periphery of a surface having the same elevation is known as contour lines, and you can just click on show layers. You will get the layers back onto their position. So with the help of this 3D model, a faculty can teach their students that what is contour lines and visualize their students that what is hillock model of contour. So after getting an idea that what is contour line, we open our next experiment and next step in which a student can perform the experiment in a real field. So to draw the contour lines we required, I think my screen is not visible, just a second. I'm going to share my screen. Here you can see that we provide our students a 3D environment in which you will find that there are so many points, a plane table, a therolite. With the help of this therolite and alidate and a plane table, a student going to draw the contour lines. So how to perform this experiment? You will first go to the procedure part and go through all the necessary documents because you are doing this experiment first time. But as I done it so many times, so I just click on my arrow and staff on that arrow will appear. Then when I click on the second time on my alidate, you will see a line is drawn on my plane table with the help of alidate. So I repeat this process for all my points, and here you can see that from a point a line is drawn on a plane table automatically. So here you can see that with the help of staff I am able to draw the lines of having the same elevation, and when we join these lines of having same elevations we will get the contour lines. So when we click on the result, you will find that there are so many points on your plane table on your sheet, and when you click on the 100-meter contour you can get 2 points, and in between points how you will find the contour point or how you can calculate the distance between that point. All the formulas and calculations are running automatically on your screen, and here you can see that point by point our contour will be drawn on your plane table sheet. So when we repeat this process with 950-meter contours, you will see that contour lines of different elevations automatically draw on your sheet. So after completing this experiment, you can also generate your report by just clicking on make report button, and you can repeat this experiment by just clicking on the home button. So as I told you that in this we are working on a simulator, so here you are not worry about the wear and tear of your instrument because these instruments are not real. But if you perform these experiments before going to your practical lab, the percentage of error will reduce automatically, because a user have the idea that what he will going, that he will go to perform in the practical lab. So a student from a different branch can also perform these experiments. So a virtual lab is also provide a interdisciplinary study system in which a user from any branch can perform any experiment. So I hope that all the students will understand the basic concept and the basic idea of virtual lab from very first experiment. If you have any query, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, I will move on to my next experiment. So student, please respond. If you have any query related to that, please feel free.
Students, if you have any query, then you can ask.
No, sir.
Free to ask with the sir. And here I would like to say, sir, that
Yes, sir, please.
during this COVID-19 pandemic, the
Yes,
way
sir.
you have presented the things, especially the lab, that is the huge challenge for the education sector, how to conduct the labs. You
Yes,
have
sir.
sorted out our problem, sir. And the way you are telling the concept and various things like the 3D model that you have represented of the contour, it is uh, very easy, and I can say all the questions are answered by you in the session. So if any question you shouldn't have, then I will forward to you, and it's going great, sir.
Definitely, sir. Yes, sir,
Thank
we
you,
are
sir. And
available.
thank you.
Yes, sir, we are all available to you.
And,
And sir,
and-
also that I will just say you something, that it is
Yes,
not
please.
necessary that only student can perform these experiments. I
Right,
mean
sir,
to say
right.
that if faculty also like give
Right.
interest in this type of experiment,
Yes, right,
they
sir.
will also enhance their own teaching process. Means
Right,
I
sir.
will
It
provide.
is something. I think it's something that is the part of the part of an FDP. I would like to say,
Yes, sir.
because it is a faculty development program also, and the students are also enhancing their knowledge by this. Because,
Exactly,
sir,
sir. Exactly, sir.
when the COVID-19 pandemic outbreak in the season of January, in the month of January,
Yes,
then the
sir.
first and unsolved mystery before the education sector that come is, it is the how to conduct the labs, and the way you are
Exactly, sir.
presenting the thing, that it is really very good. I have attended your previous session also, and this
Okay,
is
sir.
also going great. And we
Okay,
have
sir.
next session scheduled with other students of civil engineering. That's why I'm not taking the time. We will
Okay.
discuss it in a clear,
Okay.
in a more
And sir, we
detailed
also
manner.
provide the 3D model of very sophisticated instrument. As you know that the instrument used in civil engineering have
Right.
a cost of like lakhs and crores. Like I will show you an experiment of GPS, that
Oh,
how
okay.
a user can use GPS in field. I'm just
Uh-huh.
switch to that
Okay.
particular experiment. So I
Okay.
also want to say that we also reduce the cost of
Uh-huh.
a lab or a setting up a lab in a
Uh-huh.
college which are not
Ac-
able to provide
Right,
somehow
right.
these types of facilities to their students.
Actually, some of the things are much better than the real life experience of the lab, because the way you have presented the contour concept,
Yes, sir.
contour and hillock model that you have represented. That's a virtually a very great representation. And I would here suggest the student to kindly take the notes and all the detail that sir is telling, and the link that he is telling. And special thing is, you can use it without the availability of the internet
Internet.
also, if you
Yes, sir. You
download it.
just download a
Hmm.
exe, so
Right,
you
right,
can use as many times as you want. Means you
right,
can
right.
just circulate it to your community or
Because
to your class
some
also.
if there is any internet connectivity problem, then you can also provide perform the experiment. So let's
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead, because time is very short. We
Okay,
will
sir.
discuss it in the hour. We have also scheduled another session
Yes,
also
sir. Yes, sir.
from 12 o'clock. That's why. So
Okay.
let's begin, sir.
So
Thank you. Yes, sir.
just like that, I'm just going to perform another experiment in which we will try to provide a brief introduction and give you our user an idea that what is GPS. So those students who are not able to get the instrument, or the colleges who don't have the GPS due to some constant of money or something else, they get benefited from this experiment. So just give me a few seconds. I'm going to share my another screen. So the procedure always be the same. Whatever the experiment is, you just click on the experiment, you just download it, and from the list of the experiment, at the end you will find observation using GPS. So you just click on the link and you will find all the necessary links like theory, objective, equipment use. Then we have the experiment, then we have the procedure, then we have the quiz for self-evaluation, then we have do's and don'ts, that students what to do in their lab and what they don't. When we click on the experiment, the same process will be repeated. You just click on the download executable file of your particular experiment, and when you click on that, here you can see the GPS exe1.zip file will automatically start downloading to your system. And after completing the download, you just open the file and start working on it. You just give me a second. I just open my file. So there are so many students who don't have the laptops or desktop. So I would like to tell you that most of our experiments are run on mobile phone also. So if our students are not able to get the laptop or a PC, they just open these experiments on their phone only. So I'm just going to extract my file. So because it developed in a 3D environment, it will take some time to open. You just wait for a second. So just a few seconds. So here you can see it is a heavy file, so it takes some time.
Right, sir.
So have some patience.
Mhm. Good thing worth waiting, sir.
Yeah, sir. But
Good thing worth wait.
students
Right.
don't have patience to, like,
No, sir. They
as you
have
know
the
that
yeah.
most of the students are not interested to perform the experiment also. They
Right,
attend the
right.
theory classes, but they always
Uh,
try to somehow skip their practical class.
Actually, this is the tendency of the student. But if the things are presented in an interactive and constructive way that you are presenting already, so they take interest.
Yes,
It's
sir.
my personal experience, sir. Right.
And sir, most of the time that the single instrument is pro-
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Uh, I think there is a connectivity issue. And the student, it's really very beneficial for you. And kindly take the names or try to remember the concept and all the links that sir is telling, and note down it on a notebook or somewhere where you can recall that info, right? Because we are going to proceed our experiment with the help of the virtual lab in the future. समझ रहे हैं आप लोग सभी को जो मैं बता रहा हूँ?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, नेक्स्ट जब लास्ट जाएगा, इसका एंड होगा, देन आई शेयर अ लिंक that will be a feedback come attendance link, and where you can enter your details, and this link will be open for a very short duration for approximate 10 minutes, and in this time duration you have to fill your attendance, right? And this link will be automatically off, and do not share it with anyone who is not attending the lab, right? That's why it close after 10 minutes. Okay, everyone getting me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Because this attendance is extremely important for you.